So today is the 17th of January 2025. It's the historic first. The St. James's Primary has come up with the idea of road relay for involving all of the primary schools in Nevis. Well, some of them are not participating today, at least Nevis Academy and Charlestown Prep not involved, but Montessori is here in terms of the private schools and all of the other public primary schools. So it's going to be a real serious bit of running on the road today, and all of the schools seem prepped and ready to go, and you know, it's going to be some real excitement.
Are you ready? Yeah! Bjorn, are you ready? Yeah! Jen Pierce, are you ready? Yeah! We don't want any cars cheering. St. Thomas, are you ready? Yeah! So St. Thomas, are you ready? Yeah! P.P. Pierce, are you ready? Yeah! P.P. Pierce, are you ready? Yes! Ivor Waters, are you ready? Ivor Waters, are you ready? Yes! Montessori, are you ready? Yes! Montessori, are you ready? Yes! Sundays, are you ready? Yes! Oh, ma'am. St. James, are you ready? Yes! Sundays! Right. Anyway, everybody, are you ready? Yes! Okay. So now we're going to have grade 3 and 4. So those students for grade 3 and 4.
K2.
3 and 4 is my favorite group, you know. K2, you're going to line up because you're going to get ready in 1 minute. So let's go. School to Madden's and back, and to the school and Madden's and back, and to the school and Madden's and back. Okay? Yes. 3 and 4, you're going to be running from Hotworth 6 to St. James, and 5 and 6 Expectral to St. James's.
So the kindergarten to grades 2, they will be starting momentarily. All of the schools, the athletes, the parents, the teachers, they all seem excited. It's going to be real exciting. It's the first ever. It's a historic event, and hosted, and the initiative coming from the St. James's Primary School. Of course, in terms of other schools and other initiatives, we know that the Joycelyn Lightbed Primary School has their athletics, school athletics. Elizabeth Pemberton Primary has the Relay Festival, and the St. Thomas's Primary School, they have a skipping competition which involves all of the primary schools. And so now St. James is adding to that calendar and coming up with a road relay for all of the schools. And this is the first year that it will be run. Of course, it will be a kind of test run. They'll modify it as the years go by. They will make a couple of mistakes this year. For one, they would be starting late, as it's obvious. But that's a common thing, the late start. There might be a few hiccups on the road. We have had some inclement weather over the last couple of days. Fortunately, the rain fell this morning and is holding up this afternoon. We hope that it will continue to hold up for the sake of the children and the sake of the cameras as well. The other day, just for the Charlestown Primary School, I got a lot of wet, I could tell you that. I'm recording on the back of the police jeep. Today I'm hoping that I won't have to go through that torture. Getting final instructions. So final instructions, they will come, go around the cone. So she's showing them that when they come, they'll have to go around and then pass off the baton. They'll go around the cone and then pass off the baton. So Roselle Liebert showing them making a little bit of exhibition and pass off the baton. So the kindergarten to grades 2, they'll be at the line and ready to go momentarily. So the first race of the day, it will be the kindergarten to 2 girls, Charleston Primary, ready. The Tiger at the line first. Will the Tiger be back first as well? We'll have to wait and see. Then we have the EPPS, that's yellow. Then we have, that looks like St. Thomas's in green. I think there will be about 8 athletes on the line for each race. 8 schools represented. As I indicated, the 2 schools missing would be Mudcross Prep and Nevis Academy. So far, 4 athletes, 5, that's Joyce and Levitt Primary, VOJN, and so we have some 6 athletes on the line for the moment. And now we are seeing, this could well be Montessori. This could well be Montessori, not sure.
Okay, good.
Yeah, you say good, you say good.
So I think that's Montessori. A little bit of a traffic problem for the moment, allowing the vehicles to go through. And I think at some point they'll just have to stop everybody. Looks as if the official starter will be Kelvin Wallace. And he also is given some final instructions. I'm not counting 8. Let me see if I can get 8. Definitely there's Biogen, JLPS, St. Thomas's. Yeah, so we have 1, 2, 3, 4. I think there's a school missing, but well, that must be St. James's Primary. So maybe Montessori is not in this one. That red has to be St. James's Primary, the whole school. And they're off now and running. So Charleston Primary already with a bit of a lead here. So Ivor Walters is in second for the moment, but Charleston Primary looking good, looking strong. The others are kind of struggling for the moment early in this race. But Charleston Primary looks very determined and very strong. The spectators are already around, making sure that they take some time from work and having a close look. I'm hearing a name, Zion. That must be St. Thomas's Primary. Charleston Primary, as I told you, looks particularly strong. She looks strong. Ivor Walters just lagging slightly now. But for the moment, Charleston Primary it is, with a bit of a lead and extending that lead too. You could see that tiredness is clicking in now, but she's just shaking those locks. Her long hair dangling in the breeze, and she looks very determined. Tell Ledge go up a bit, increase pace a bit. Go ahead, Ledge. So Charleston Primary has left the pack, definitely left the pack. But you know, it's very early in this race, and it's interesting to note that you could always have a leader, and then a little later some other person from another school catches up and passes the leader. But for the moment, Charleston Primary has a healthy lead and looking strong, looking good. So they'll have to. Yeah, I got to go pass and come back up. So, we're going to have the first baton pass. First baton pass around the cone. And oh. Wait, tell him stay. Hold on. So we're having the baton passes, and the other students are getting here, getting some encouragement. Jason Levitt Primary a little bit slow and moving. St. James's Primary is struggling. Hey, see if we can reverse here. Hey, hey, teacher, tell him you want reverse here. Blow your hand, Ledge. Hey, hello. So the action.
Catch up. Just stop up there. Yeah, whenever they come on. They got speed on all the time.
So I think what we're gonna do is start a particular position. And well, they've gone through, but I think that we'll have to wait until they come back. So it looks as if they tagged with the boys, and so Ramian is coming through to pass off the baton, and I think it would be another group of girls. So there goes Ramian. Charleston Primary leading by a long stretch now. Ramian has increased the lead and making the circle. Passes off now. It's another girl. Charleston Primary out of the blocks, and she looks quick. Ivor Walters still struggling. Ivor Walters still struggling, but he's in second. And there's Juan else bringing in his athletes. And then we have EPPS, NJLPS making movements. They're going to make the turn. There's St. Thomas's Primary. And there's EPPS and JLPS, all making movements. So for the moment, we can tell you that Charleston Primary has a very long lead, and St. James's is just coming through. The whole school just about to pass off. So here is St. James's Primary coming through. Well, he has done his best, and he will be passing off now. His teammate would have been waiting a long time, but Virgin also, I think, is that Virgin? They still need somebody to come in for Virgin. St. James's finally passes off, and she's gone. So here's Virgin now, finally coming through, and will make the turn now. So I think probably it's the last leg. They're going to be waiting now for the batons, and Charleston Primary should be coming back here first because they have been leading by a long stretch. As we see the police vehicle and we see Charleston Primary colors, Tigers still leading. Tigers leading the way. It's a Tigers race, and it's going to be the final baton pass. Final baton pass coming up. And we'll make the turn now. So Charleston Primary passes off, final baton pass out of the blocks, catching up on the motorbike as well. Lots of speed. Where are the others? The other schools are way out of this. Charleston Primary, who had their road really recently, showing off that they are in form, moving along nicely. And so we should be having the second placer now. For the moment, Ivor Walters still holding on to that second place. Coach Harvey applauds her. And then we have EPPS in third. So for the moment, Kamaya for EPPS coming through, but that's Ivor Walters passing off. Kamaya passing off now, out of the blocks. And then we have Joyson Lebert Primary coming through. So this is Joyson Lebert Primary being asked to push. She's coming down. And meanwhile, St. Thomas's Primary trying to do some catch up. So there she goes. She's going to make that turn. And her teammate telling her to give me that baton quickly. I'm going to do some catching up here. He's out of the blocks quickly. And St. Thomas's Primary coming through now to pass off the baton. It's the final baton pass. As she moves around makes the turn, and she's gonna pass off the baton just about now. Tired as expected. Out of the blocks is a little man for St. Thomas's. He looks quick, he looks ready, he looks as if he's going to make a big mark on this race, maybe do a lot of catching up. St. James's, the host school, struggling somewhat, coming through now. So here's St. James's cruising. She's on home turf. She's on home turf and comes in. No, that's Montessori, sorry. That's Montessori in this one. So Montessori is going to make the turn. So Montessori has done pretty well. Montessori holding their own here. And out of the blocks now, Montessori rushing through. And then we have the winner by a mile, Charlestown Primary. Charlestown Primary. Charlestown Primary. Charlestown Primary, the winner by a mile. That's the winner. Charlestown Primary has done it. And then Vio Jen hasn't passed off yet, so she's not in second. But we have a race on here between EPPS and Ivor Walters. EPPS and Ivor Walters for second. EPPS and Ivor Walters. Ivor Walters will make the turn around the cone just now. And the EPPS circles. They need to finish. So how are they going to judge this one? Well, I think, yes, Ivor Walters takes the silver. He wants to run the race again. Hard to stop. So we are the others. We see Jason Labert Primary now coming through. So here's Jason Labert Primary. And he has done pretty well too. Finishing very strongly indeed. Jason Labert Primary. Very strong finish. Maybe should have gone earlier. And that's the end of the race for Joycelyn Labert Primary. And then we have St. Thomas's. A little bit of a skip and a jump as he comes through. St. Thomas's Primary will just about go past the finish line. And they've moved the cone in terms of that circling thing. And so we are still looking for some other students. Here's the one now from the Montessori. So Montessori coming through. And here comes Montessori. Montessori has done pretty well, I must admit. Montessori has done pretty well. And the crowd warming to it. But Charlestown Primary has done really well to take the first race and take it hands down too. They really didn't have any serious competition in this one. They took it really well. Well, here's Fusion Primary coming through to complete the race. Wondering if he should So he's going to complete the race now. Just about to cross the finish line and does that. We are now understanding that all of the races will be mixed races, so it will be boys and girls exchanging batons in the various age categories. So that makes it a shorter event because it will be girls and boys and not girls by themselves and boys by themselves. So very interesting though. So the second event of the afternoon will be the grades 3 and 4 boys and girls, and they're starting at Barnaby. So Barnaby is where they'll be starting right here at Barnaby. Girls will be starting and then they'll be exchanging, I assume, with a group of boys. And that will continue all the way through to the finish line at St. James's Primary School. So in the first race, host St. James's didn't have an athlete. But definitely in this one, they do have an athlete. So it's good to see the host school getting involved now. And the race should be starting pretty soon. So we're going to get the start of the race momentarily. Let's see how many schools we have in this one. We have 7 schools in this one. So it means that one school is also missing as well. maybe Montessori. I think Montessori is out of this one. So Montessori not in this one.
Let's take it easy when it's done.
Let's ease off, man. Take a time when you pull off.
So just about to get going, and they're off. So we see it looks like VOGN with a bit of a lead. Charleston Primary also right at the top. And Charleston Primary recently had their road relay, and the athletes looked really strong. Ivor Walters, JL Pierce getting some encouragement early. EPPS is in the mix, and so too St. Thomas's. In the rear, picking up the rear, that looks like St. James's for the moment. But again, Charleston Primary setting the pace here, leading for the moment. So I think they'll be passing off to boys on the second leg. But we already have some young guys assisting their maybe sister or whatever the case may be. But giving some assistance, giving some encouragement. So Charleston Primary still with a bit of a lead. Ivor Walters Primary and Joycelyn Livett Primary would be holding on to that silver spot for the moment. Then we have EPPS. Then we have in the green, that's St. Thomas's, and VOGN and St. James's having a conversation at the back. They're from this area anyway, so they're very good friends. But for the moment, Charleston Primary, as we approach the LBW Bakery area, that's where we are at this moment. Charleston Primary looking really strong here prior to the back, but now she's slowing up somewhat. Ivor Walters and Joycelyn Livett Primary pretty much holding their own. So, and we must thank the businesses in the area. LBW, the Ex-Petrol, and all those businesses in the area. Charleston Primary has found some energy by LBW. Maybe got some buns or some bread. Maybe some buns or some bread or something, because she has increased her pace. And there's nobody close to encourage her. So something gave her, oh, she saw that her teammate was close. So she really increased the pace there. And out of the blocks is the male athlete now for Charleston Primary. He's running all by himself for the moment, looking really strong as we come up the hill here past the University of the Americas main gate area, the Medical University, and it means that that's Jackie's grandson. Once you see Jackie in the mix here, Jackie is a natural athlete, I can tell you. She's not going to stop running for the moment. And it's good to see the grandmas. You say grandmas, but this is a young grandma. She's right in the mix here. And making sure that he continues to run, getting the encouragement.
Give me a second, boy.
So,
let me jump.
slow right down.
Slow down.
Quick, make it quick.
Go ahead. So there's Ivor Walters, and it looks like St. Thomas is easing up closer now to the Charleston Primary athlete, especially the Ivor Walters athlete looks really strong for the moment. I don't know if Jackie's going to run it all the way to the batting station, but her grandson seems to be struggling somewhat now. Charleston Primary for the first time maybe overtaken here. Ivor Walters closing the gap. Ivor Walters looking really strong. Jackie has told her grandson, don't let him go past you. And he has followed instructions. He's a very obedient grandchild. He pulls out, but still Ivor Walters staying close, staying on his heel. This could be interesting. St. Thomas's is still in the mix. Jackie's encouraging now from a distance. She can't keep up with this kind of pace, but she's still running. So Ivor Walters close, but not alongside as yet. Charleston Primary struggling slightly. He pushed out, he overexerted himself, and he's feeling the pressure now. Ivor Walters coming alongside. Nobody here to encourage. And bad news, feel a little slight drizzle. We went through this the other day. Hope we don't have to go through it again. There's a little bit of an incline here as they come up the hill here. This could be interesting. in terms of these two. One of them might have to do some, well, it might come down to a sprint thing. Headmistress is encouraging the St. Thomas's Primary athlete, and she's doing a fantastic job because St. Thomas's Primary has decided, I'm in this. St. Thomas's Primary is right in the mix here with two tired athletes ahead of him. He seems to be running stronger than the other two. Joycelyn Libert Primary has turned the corner as well. Can Joycelyn Libert Primary get in the top three? He is really trying. Headmistress is moving along nicely still. She says, okay, continue. I'm leaving you to catch them up. Charlestown Primary seems to be struggling. Ivor Walters looks particularly strong. But who looks strong is St. Thomas's Primary. The green moving along nicely here. Closing the gap. Ivor Walters trying to hold on. But he pushes away from him. No, they're going to pass off the baton just about. No, it's a girls thing once more. Ivor Walters now with a bit of a lead. Charlestown Primary is in third. St. Thomas's is in second. Ivor Walters Primary looking pretty strong for the moment. And Joycelyn Libert Primary is in the mix. I think that's young Wallace. And if that's young Wallace, I think the first placer is in trouble because she's a natural sprinter. So let's see if she can get, she has passed Charlestown Primary, definitely. She's heading for St. Thomas's now. And Ivor Walters still cruising at the top. But I think there could be in some problems with young Wallace closing the gap and looking strong as we go through Bricklin Village now, passing the famous Dick's Bar area as they you get a warning here not to put the camera on one of the athletes on the side. So we'll say nothing much, although she's going to get in the mix now. So we have Ivor Walters still with a bit of a lead, but Wallace close still. And yes, I'm not calling any names, but I can tell you one of the parents is a top athlete. And when they have a parents road relay, I think she's going to be the winner by a mile. Now Wallace is coming alongside the Ivor Walters Primary athlete. Wallace is pretty close. Wallace is pretty close. I'm hearing a Diddy. So that must be the Ivor Walters Primary athlete, or the...
That's not Diddy.
Well, Diddy, that's Joycelyn Libert Primary. So that's young Wallace. Alongside now of the Ivor Walters Primary, Coach UT Libert giving the encouragement. Right alongside, she has gone ahead now. So UT has decided that he's actually going to do some running alongside, telling her to cruise for the moment, don't overexert yourself. Our parent athlete has pulled up for the first time. I'm seeing that she has pulled up. Maybe needs a little more training, a little more hard work. Next year she'll do it a lot more easily. So Charlestown Primary also getting, oh, I see what has happened. Mommy dropped out and exchanged batons with Dad. So Dad is doing the running now with the Charlestown Primary athlete. So it's a plan, it's a strategic plan that Mommy started and Daddy will finish. As we come up the hill here now in Brick Hill, another athlete, this is the St. Thomas, this is the Ivor Walters athlete getting some encouragement. These parent athletes, they seem to have been training, and UT encouraging Wallace, saying this is a hill, you have to push it a little harder, don't let them catch you up. And Ivor Walters is easing up ever so slightly, but getting encouragement and moving nicely. And that's what encouragement does. UT Libert encouraging Wallace as well. So it's all about encouragement. I'm not sure if there's one more baton pass. I think there might be one more baton pass before we go to the finish line. That's it. There's one more baton pass right here. And just about to pass off is Wallace. Wallace passes off first. Joycelyn Libert Primary out of the blocks. Wallace goes flat, she's tired. And then we have Ivor Walters taking the baton second. So for the moment, Joycelyn Libert Primary, then we have Ivor Walters, then we have a race between St. Thomas's and Charlestown Primary. Now, you can't keep your eyes off Charlestown Primary. Whoever is finishing for them has to be one of their better athletes. And so at the top, cruising for the moment, is Joycelyn Libert Primary. But he might have to think twice, because Charlestown is coming with like a rocket at the back there. We still have Ivor Walters in second, St. Thomas's in third, and St. Thomas is easing up now on Ivor Walters. But for the moment, it's still Joycelyn Laibert Primary making waves here. Joycelyn Laibert Primary looking really strong as he comes up the hill, closing the gap here towards the finish line. I don't think there'll be another baton pass. I think these are the guys who are going to take it to the school. So Joycelyn Laibert Primary moving along nicely, and this really has been a good initiative by the St. James's Primary School. Coaches came up with the idea, and the other coaches on the island bought into it, and so with some collaboration and planning, today's event being executed well. For a moment we thought that the weather would have caused a postponement, even an abandonment maybe, but the sun is out in all of its glory this afternoon after some serious rain this morning. So Joycelyn Laibert Primary, as we go past the First Baptist Church, they can now see the finish line just about from here. Joycelyn Laibert Primary, it's their race to lose. It looks as if it's going to be Joycelyn Laibert Primary, and there will be a ding-dong fight between Ivor Walters, St. Thomas's, and Charlestown Primary. The screams go up. Joycelyn Laibert Primary heading home. Somebody says them a come. He knows them a come, but he's going to take it. He's going to take it. Joycelyn Laibert Primary has won the second race of the day. We are hearing a lot of noise as Joycelyn Laibert Primary approaches the finish line and approaches it with a rush. Joycelyn Laibert Primary is being challenged now by Ivor Walters Primary, but I don't think he can catch up. He can't catch up. It's going to be Joycelyn Laibert Primary's race. Joycelyn Laibert Primary. And then we have Ivor Walters Primary coming through to take the silver with a rush. Ivor Walters Primary. And then we have St. Thomas's Primary. St. Thomas's Primary comes home, followed by Charlestown Primary in fourth. And there are some 4 more athletes still to come as the crowd continues to gather here at the St. James's Primary School. And we're looking for 4 more athletes to come in.
Let's do.
So we are seeing now Elizabeth Pemberton Primary coming through, taking the 5th position, and we are still not seeing any athletes close to him. So the others are way back. But this is Elizabeth Pemberton Primary, the athlete for Elizabeth Pemberton Primary, coming in now, just about now, taking the 5th spot. Well done. Well, this looks like Viogen in the distance coming through. So Viogen coming through now, getting some encouragement. That looks like Jeffrey Lewis. Oh, he's finishing with a rush. This is the fastest finish we have seen all afternoon. But then he slows up again, a little bit of a reality check. Must be very tired, I must tell you. And he has to go into the schoolyard to complete the race. In the distance, he still hasn't understood that he has to go into the schoolyard to complete the race. So that's it for him. But St. James's Primary, there will be a lot of cheering here because this is home turf. St. James's Primary, St. James's Primary. Oh, he was about to finish with a flourish, and then he realized that he was too tired. And well, he's going to finish with a flourish now. He's finishing with a flourish. Can we get some cheers for the home team, St. James's Primary, as he comes home? The applause goes up and he goes home. So that looks like it. Well, we are into the final event of the day. It's going to be the grades 5 and 6, boys and girls. So just about to get started. So grades 5 and 6, starting with the girls, and then the boys will get the baton. The boys will get the baton, and then I think it will be girls again, and then boys. So These are the big girls and boys, grades 5 and 6. And just about to get started any moment now. We're starting at M&M Enterprises, that's Marlon's shop down here at Camps, close to Expetrol. And the action will be getting underway momentarily. Some seven athletes in this one.
Go, 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 go! Charicia!
Go, 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 go! Go!
Drive.
So, we have some 7 athletes in this one. I'm trying to figure out which school is missing. But for the moment, it looks as if St. Thomas is looking really strong here at the top. And then we have, is that St. James's in the red? So it could be Montessori missing. So St. James's, and then we have, that looks like Viogen and Ivor Walters coming up. But St. Thomas is looking particularly strong at the top. She's a big girl and looking really powerfully built and looking strong for the moment. So St. Thomas is at the top, St. James's, and then we have Viogen and Ivor Walters and the others. But for the moment, it's the green at the top. And that's St. Thomas's as we go past the Camps, or well, the Methodist Church here at Camps. Looking as if she is feeling the pressure now. St. Thomas's looking tired, shaking her head, digging deep, wants to be determined. And guess what? Ivor Walters has come into second spot. Ivor Walters moving along nicely. Headmistress is right here, giving her encouragement. She has worked well with her students so far, running alongside too. So we have St. Thomas is in the lead. Sharissa is being called upon. And I'm not sure which school Sharissa represents, but for the moment it's St. Thomas's along with her headmistress. And of course, her headmistress has done really well in the other races as well, looking as if she's been training, fit as a fiddle. Ivor Walters trying to make a move again, and she's trying to get close now to that St. Thomas's athlete. Now she goes past her. Now St. Thomas's says, no, I'm not going to tolerate this. I am the boss here. I'm bigger than you. I'm taller than you. But Ivor Walters says, I don't care. I'm going to take charge. And they're going to pass off just about now. It's a turn for the boys. Out of the blocks now. That was a good finish by those 2 athletes. So, it's Ivor Walters for the moment in the lead. St. Thomas's not far behind. And then Charlestown Premier suddenly got into the mix. Where was Charlestown Premier all the time? All of a sudden, Charlestown Primary is not only in the mix, but is showing great intent here. Charlestown Primary now coming alongside all of the leaders. Well. And he has actually taken a lead here, Charlestown Primary. Early in the race, I wasn't seeing Charlestown Primary. But for now, he's very much present and punctual. He's at the top of the pack. As they come to Barnaby now, shouts go up, encouragement for the athletes. And they're getting some more encouragement in terms of persons trying to run alongside. So it's still Charlestown Primary at the top. Charlestown Primary at the top, making some, oh, he stumbles. A little slight stumble there, but he didn't go down. Regained his balance very quickly. And Ivor Walters, but St. Thomas is in second, Ivor Walters in third. Charlestown Primary still with a lead. And I think it will be the turn of the girls again when the baton is passed off for the 3rd time. So it's still Charlestown Primary, still in Barnaby, and persons coming out of their homes to get a front row view of the action here. Good thing to see also, the Red Cross is in the mix. They are at the back of the pack, making sure that if something happens, they're ever present. And We must say thanks and congratulations to the Red Cross for their efforts and continued support over the years as the bus comes into view. For the moment, Charleston Primary holding on to that lead. It's a big lead in context of the situation that all of them are tired and that he will get some help shortly when he passes off the baton. So it's as if to say, well, I'm going to give it my all for the next couple of meters because soon it will be done. As he looks across at the sheep crossing. We have a sheep crossing close by. He's digging really deep and he's pushing here. And his coach is coming alongside now, really. He's telling him to keep running. Nice to see the coach is in the mix. And it would be bad though if the coach cranks out and the athlete keeps running. If the coach isn't fit, then that would be not so nice. Baton is going to be passed, but St. Thomas's closed the gap nicely. Battons are passed off. A little bungle there for St. Thomas's. And young Isles, the football star, running alongside her teammate. She has a broken arm, it would appear, but that has nothing to do with her legs. So she's supporting her teammate there for St. Thomas's Primary. Queely seems to be struggling now. Coach Queely seems to be struggling, but Charleston Primary is still at the top. Now Queely, who is a natural athlete, has closed the gap now. Maybe he heard me saying he was struggling, so he's showing that he's not struggling after all. So he's at the top with his athletes. St. Thomas's seems to be reversing slightly. Charleston Primary with a definitive lead, looking determined too. So Charleston Primary, along with Coach Queely at the top, looking as if they want to hold on to this lead. St. Thomas's Primary seem to be more or less settling for second and just hoping for something to go wrong at the top, not making that extra effort. Maybe don't have enough gas at this point as they go past the American flag by the Medical University of the University of the Americas here. But Charleston Primary, Amara is the name. Amara is running alongside her coach. Oh, guess who is here? Miss Paris is here. So that must be Miss Paris's daughter. She also is going to do some running, and she also is a natural athlete. So she's in good hands, the Charleston athlete. Charleston athlete is in great hands with her coach and mommy. UT Liber looking for the Joycelyn Liber Primary athlete. So too is Hakim Harvey looking for the Ivor Walters athlete. And Baton Station still a way off. Thought it would have been here by the church. Thought it would have been here by the church, but it's not here by the church. So I guess it's around the next bend. Coach Queely has cranked out. No, if the coach is cranking out, that's not good news. Guess he's not as fit as he thought he was.
He's a sprinter.
Well, I'm told now by Josh that he's a sprinter. He's not a long distance runner. That's a good excuse. But look at who is a long distance runner and a sprinter. Miss Paris. Miss Paris is a natural athlete. She should have been in the Olympics. I don't know what went wrong when they were picking persons to go to the Olympics. But I think she has the ability, or had, and still has some in it. No, she's coaching as well, telling her what to do, breathe properly. And guess what? UT Liber has gotten into the mix and has brought his Joycelyn Liber Primary athlete a lot closer now to the action. So too is Hakim Harvey. He's telling his athlete to get close to St. Thomas's. So all of the coaches now, let's hope that UT and Harvey can do a lot better than Queely. Let's hope they can last for longer, as UT is going to test himself in the hill now. Look at Paris. Paris is cruising in the hill. She's saying, don't worry about the noise behind you. Just stay focused with me. Just stay with me. Once you stay with me, you're a winner. Well, following the instructions, this is a bit of an incline as we go close to the First Baptist Church. And I think there's one more Baton pass, one more Baton station. I'm not sure, but I think so. So up the hill they come. As Joycelyn Liber Primary has done remarkably well. With the help of UT Liber, they have closed the gap on Charleston Primary and gone past Charleston Primary. Paris says, get going, catch up. But Joycelyn Liber Primary would have exerted herself quite a bit. 2 more seconds, says grandma. I think that's grandma here. And it's good to see the grandma supporting. She said she's not going to run this year, but look at her run. She doesn't even know the camera is on her. She said she can't run this year, but Lord, she's running. And she's supporting. UT has cranked out for a moment. I think he was glad to slow down there, UT. But he's still going. We are here now at Brick Hill, going past Honorable Hazel Brandy Williams' home. And the athletes still moving along. Joycelyn Libert Primary, Charlestown is struggling. Charlestown has dropped back badly now. UT Libert encouraging the Joycelyn Libert Primary athlete. Grandma is struggling. She is not going to go too much further. UT says, I'm going to look for somebody else. Well, that's a good excuse, UT. Wanted the rest, he will assume, and he has told her to go. Grandma and UT would relax now and just hope that Joycelyn Libert Primary continues the good work. Paris is still in the mix with Charlestown Primary. UT is still telling her only, UT telling her that soon, and it's by the Dixbar area is the Baton Station. Well, they have established a pretty good lead now, Joycelyn Libert Primary. This basically is their race to lose. As they pass off here now, Zakim is waiting for Charlestown Primary. Watches as the young footballer from Jindaland. He has been one of the star footballers in the primary school football tournament. He knows that Zakim Bailey will be coming once he gets that baton. And he doesn't want Zakim to get close to him, because Zakim, I can tell you, is going to run here like as if a jet is chasing him. So here he comes for the moment, holding on to a nice little lead. Joycelyn Libert's race to lose here as he comes around the bend here in Brickhead Village, as we pass the area known as Over the Gut. And from this area we have the famous Jugger Brandy and the others, Sister C and the entire family. So he's blowing a little hard right now, but you can see he's determined. Somebody would be telling him that somewhere around the bend, Zakim Bailey and some others would be kicking up a storm. And if I know Zakim Bailey well, he's going to give it his best shot. And I think he's already tired, a bit tired, Zakim. He would have rushed out, and I just saw him turn the corner, but he looks a little tired, so he would have probably overexerted himself with that early push. While the athlete at the top, Joycelyn Libert Primary, he's already a bit tired, but very determined. You could check the determination in his strides and the way he's moving, that he's not going to stop running. He's going to run until he gets to the school. And the beautiful thing about this run is that he's not looking back. I've seen athletes at the top keep looking back. He has told himself there's only one way to look, as he gets a round of applause. People are coming out of their homes to cheer on the athletes. He has told himself there's only one thing to look for, and that's the finish line. And so very determined run here by the youngster. As he comes along now, I think UT Libert and company would be very proud of him, would be very happy for him. Zakim Bailey is just turning the bend down there, seems to be struggling. Go ahead, give him some space. So he was catching up on the pickup and seems a little disappointed when the pickup pulled away. But that could be a goal. He could tell him for the first time he's looking back. Why is he looking back? No, he was doing so well not looking back. But all of a sudden, probably somebody told him that Zakim Bailey is in the hill. But Zakim Bailey had some good strides up to this present time, but there's a distance, a good distance between the two athletes. But you could see that Bailey is giving it his all. I'm not sure if this is Tion Elliott, but I know it's one of the top football players for the Joycelyn Libert Primary team. One of the exciting youngsters who will again feature this year. But he's gritting his teeth and holding on to that lead for the moment. And when they get closer to the school, we'll hear the shouts and the cheers. He has done a very good run here, this last leg. Well, he's pulling another incline as we go past that area where the new housing project is. As we go close to the First Baptist Church area, swings his head in determination. Zakim Bailey, I think, might have settled for second. He's a far way behind. So he has stopped for the first time. For the first time had a little breather as he walked. Not for long, but he definitely had a walk. He must be mighty tired. And who won't be? All of us here on camera, none of us would have reached half, well, not even half, a quarter of the distance. He's going really hard, but he's holding on to that lead. Joycelyn Libert Primary, large and in charge here with the final race of the day. And it seems to be increasing momentum now. Now that he's more on the level, on the flat. He's going hard but pushing. As we go past the First Baptist Church here. And he would see in his sights now the crowd and the finish line. It's not far. It's Joycelyn Libert's Primary race to lose. It's only him and him alone. The others are out of view as the horns blare. It's Joycelyn Libert Primary finishing now in style. Joycelyn Libert Primary takes the honors in this grades 5 and 6 historic road relay. Applause goes up. Good job is the call. And he heads home. Brilliant finish. What a finish. Joycelyn Libert Primary, as if he just took in some gas at X-Petrol and finishing with a flourish here. What a race, what a finish. Joycelyn Libert Primary takes gold to loud applause. What a finish, what a finish. And a brilliant run. So, way in the back would be Zakeem Bailey. And he now would be settling for silver. I don't think anybody is close to him because he would have had a hard push out trying to catch up on the Joycelyn Libert athlete, but just couldn't get there. And he's being chased now. There's a St. Thomas's athlete in the mix. Can St. Thomas's pull off something spectacular? This could be interesting. Joycelyn CPS is struggling. Zakeem struggling somewhat. St. Thomas says it's pretty close, but is he close enough? It doesn't seem so. Zakeem Bailey will hold on to that silver. To loud applause by the Charleston Primary crew. And then comes St. Thomas's Primary, another one of the football talents from the primary school football tournament. So, the final athlete, well, not the final athlete, but another athlete coming through. This looks like Ivor Walters. Ivor Walters Primary heading home, gets a round of applause. Well, that's young Libert. He has done very well. Mommy was cheering loud and hard, even though he's representing not her school, but that's her son. And she gave him a loud round of applause. And so it's now the turn of VOJN. As he comes home, VOJN Primary heads home and getting some applause. And here is the home team, St. James's Primary, to loud applause. St. James's Primary gets home. Now we have two more athletes coming through. EPPS it is. EPPS and yes, that's EPPS. Nice strong finish too. Great finish. So we are looking at some of the education officials right here, having a close-up look at this historic event. And it seems as if all of the athletes are in. And I think they'll be having a bit of a closing ceremony momentarily. But the historic event hosted by the St. James's Primary School has come to an end. And to go.
Hi, good afternoon. Today we are here at the inaugural Road Relay Festival at the St. James Primary School. It's the first to happen and we are excited. We had roughly 9 schools participating and we are very excited for the competition that we saw here today. We think it's best to start off the sporting season, as we like to call it, with something from this wonderful school that is home of the Thunders. So we are glad that everyone is here with us today and we look to have it even bigger and better going forward.
Thank you.
Want me to sit?
No. Oh, you put it back? Yeah.
Small smile in the background.
You want to go up there? No.
You ready?
Yeah.
Yes, early? No? Good afternoon. My name is Catherine Sibyl-Wilkinson. I'm the principal of the St. James's Primary School. And here we are having a brief closing ceremony for a wonderful event today called the Road Relay Fest. The participating schools were the St. Thomas's Primary School, Ivor Walters, Charleston Primary, EPPS, JLPS, Montessori, as well as St. James. I hope I'm not forgetting anybody. And the Falcon Nation, JLPS and VOGen. So we had an excellent showcase. Some supporters even said that we need screens to the side of the road so that they would be able to see the students passing, but we are thankful for the support of the community members as well as our keen and kind sponsors. First, we'd like to thank the Lord for good weather. We have the Department of Education, Mr. Curtis Morton, Sky Sean, NTV, LBW, MUA, Danville and the Caco Shop, ESME, as well as, am I forgetting anybody, Miss St. Jackson? And Expetrol. M&M.
Marlon.
H&M themselves. And Marlon Enterprise and Rentals. So we are thankful for all of those persons as well as the parents and the principal, staff and students of each school who participated, and each school will receive a certificate of participation as well as the students who get medals. So we are hoping for more support in the future, and this is the first of many sporting activities, and the sports season has officially begun. So thank you for coming, and we're going to have the handover to the schools.
Okay.
I wonder where is Jaden? I mean the other Jaden.
Hello.
You want me to say it on the mic?
Watch me.
Yeah. Too much medals.
Watch me.
Seem like the Falcon Nation. I never take a picture of Johnny yet.
Yeah, watch me. You got you now.
Dean is a jaguar, you know. The jaguar is in the wrong shirt.
Watch me.
Come to me.
Alright, watch me. Get over here.
Oh,